Great. Okay, now this is extremely important right here, and this is something that is going to be a continual problem for me. And anyone who's played this game, I'm sure, knows about it. But demence problems. My maximum demence is 6, and now I have 7 direct holdings. So you start to get these. Notifications. This one I don't really understand. This is of the wrong type. I think that the reason is because it's a Willia. I don't actually have the sheikdom. That's strange. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Holder is of wrong holding type. Why is that? I'm not sure. But anyway, my defense is too big, which means I get inefficient taxation and resentment among your vassals. So, what I always do is, at this point, I will look through my characters. I will search my realm. I'll search for men, because I'm a Muslim. And I will look at their traits, and I will determine who is worthy of receiving a fiefdom from me. So, the first things I do, I look at their overall traits, and then I look for the ambitious trait. Those are the two main traits I look for, and the reason is because I want them to do a good job of ruling it. Their stewardship trait is actually probably the best one to look at. And I don't want them to be ambitious. So this guy, who's me, in this case, I don't want Muhammad, Marshal of Cadiz, because he's ambitious, which means that as soon as I give him a territory, his ambition will be to hold it forever. And he wants to get more and more territories, and so his opinion of me will greatly fall. It will plummet, as they say. So I don't want to give him that. Musa here, however, is a different story. He has no kids. Actually, I'm not really sure what the heck is going on with him. Oh, I see what's going on. He's not my vassal. He's not in my court. I should actually put search vassals. So anyway, my point is, here we go. So Amr here, he's an elusive genius. In fact, this guy's great, dude. I think I must have just gotten him. Wow, look at that spy master. He's my spy master. Done yesterday. Okay, he's terrific. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of blown away by how good that guy is. He probably won't last long. He's that good. I'm gonna give that guy a territory. I'm gonna give that guy. Let's look. I'm gonna give him the Willia of Arcos. That's done. I'm gonna do that. And the way you do that is you find him. So he's my spy master. So you look at him. You say, okay, what do you got? He's already a mayor. So actually, I don't want to do that. So I'd like to find somebody who has no titles. So this guy would be a good example, except he's ambitious. This guy's the steward, but he has no, he's not ambitious. So this is the guy I'm gonna put. He doesn't have any family. So what I do is I grant him a landed title. And I look and I make sure that I'm doing the right one. Mosque of Guarda, which I think is the mosque that's here. So I take that and I give it to him. And you start to need to do this, and I always, like I said, I always try to keep my vassals off balance. I always keep them. I never like to give them more than one title, one or two, as in the case of a duke. They'll have the duchy and then one county. Yeah, so I never like to give them more than one title because otherwise they'll get too powerful. So there we go. Now this guy is my steward still. I granted him a barony, and he is now the baron of that mosque, I guess. So it's that simple. Now my defense is no big deal. I'm the wrong type of holding. I don't really understand this. Why is that true? I don't know. I'm the sheik, and that's my my right, I am the sheik. Anyway, I'm not going to worry that much about it because I don't think that that's really a big deal. Holder is of wrong type. Huh. Okay. Anyway, no big deal. So if you'll notice, this in the last 10, 11 years, I've exploded in size. I've started out with Cadiz. I took over this, took over this, took over this, and I can take over this anytime I want. Actually, it's sort of even harder to take over this now because all these revolts that have actually been successful. I sort of don't want to mess with it, which means that I'm actually going to reassign this guy to take over Braganca. Braganca, yeah. Just don't want to, you know. I could bail this guy out, but why? I'm gonna have to fight him eventually. My decadence is getting even lower. It's gonna continue to get lower, really. The only time once my decadence starts going up, that will only really happen when I start to have kids that are older. So Kareem, no big deal. But once Abu Bakr, in about 10 years, once Abu Bakr is of age, I'll start to gain monthly decadence. But that's easily combated at first, and that's why I said I like to kill my family quickly so that I don't gain too much decadence. So let's observe Ramadan, and we're doing that to lose decadence. And so, yes, I will thus draw nearer to Allah. I lose another decadence. Here we go. If I distribute alms to the poor, I lose another decadence. Here we go. If I release these people from prison, which I'm going to do, I'm going to lose another decadence. So I just lost 6 decadence. And now, my income is plus 10%, and my morale is plus 30%. My troops and everybody thinks that I'm an enlightened ruler. And they would be right. And now we're going to send out these invitations. And this guy refused my invitation, so what's his deal? He thinks I'm terrific. I'm not actually sure what his deal is. And same with this guy. I think he... Huh. That guy did. A lot of people did. Well, they're fools. They will all share my love. Done. Even this girl who thinks that, this is the woman I imprisoned. Terrific. Ramadan was totally worth it. The only risk now is that she is, kind of still, now she's out of prison, which means that she's able to plot as she would. So let's actually look, and let's get my spy master. My spy master is friggin' incredibly good. We're gonna do that at Cadiz because I don't want my kid to die. I do not want Kareem to be dead. I want him to inherit. He's quite good. He's got great traits. So, I feel like you see kind of my basic strategy here. I take over what I'm able to, whether that's because I because I am able to be, whether that's because of a rebellion or an independence or just because they're small counts. You need to just seize whatever opportunity you can. And now I can actually show you my progress towards Andalusia. See, it's all this, and you have to have these emirates. I believe Cordoba is part of the Cordoba Emirate, which is these 3. So I actually have one of the territories for that. So this is a big deal. Worst trait, one of the worst traits. Gluttonous is terrible. Not the worst trait. Slothfulness is much worse. But I definitely don't want that to happen. I want him to lose that trait. So I want to go for the highest percentage chance of him losing the trait, just like any other negative trait. So here we go. It's coin flip to get temper to gluttonous. Or maybe nothing at all. Which I think is what happened. Good. Temperate would have been nice. But I'm not going to complain about him not getting gluttonous. Abu Bakr is my kind of backup heir. Once I believe Abdullah, I'm also going to raise personally. Because he is yet another backup heir if it should come to that. See what I can do about imprisoning this guy. I have a 100% chance of imprisoning him, but I get tyranny. Assassinating. 37% chance. I would actually want to do this if I absolutely have to. It's pretty useful. It's messed up, but again, you know. So the rebels actually have control of this. They're doing surprisingly well, holding out. Muhammad 2. Let's see what I can do here. Declare war. I can claim Arab Glaciers, or I can claim independence. I think if I do this, it's basically the same thing. The only difference is independence is much easier to obtain than actually conquering something from him. So what's the deal with this guy? Why is he? So he only has a 15% every year, so that's why. So what's the deal? Why do I not get much tax? I get 0 tax from here. Even though, look at this place, it's much better than... Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Alright, sorry about that. It's much better than any of my other cities. It should give me tax. I think it's just because of this wrong holding type, and I really wish I understood what that was. Yeah, it's recently conquered, and my guy's the wrong government type. So, torturing a rat again. Kareem, this time, is doing that. Okay, let's do another coin flip. Boom. What happened? Okay, nothing bad. We got lucky again. Continue to get lucky, which is nice. My piety is extremely high. So my ambition, if I recall, is to amass wealth. I can become kind as opposed to... So I'll do that. Getting kind is good. I already have no intrigue anyway. So... Aw, I lose ambitious. But it's true. He is the best sheik ever. I can't argue with that. His sheikdom has been a rousing success, seizing tons more areas. Okay. Get some prestige. It's more difficult to get than piety, it would seem. The only reason I'm not spending any money is just because, you know, I have that ambition to amass wealth. So he raised some of my troops. I'm not really sure what so I really could rebel against him. I think I'd win. I'm just noticing like how few troops he seems to have. And I think it's because of this war. Okay, Abu Bakr's charitable. Let's do it. Sure. Yeah. He's contributed this much to this war. Which is just continually not doing really anything. So, Alfonso of Leon. He thinks I suck because I'm an infidel. This guy thinks I suck even worse. Because he's patient. He's also deceitful. He's a patient, deceitful, and charitable guy. That makes very little sense. Ooh. Yeah, Porto is really... Wow. I'm really not liking what I'm seeing here. I think I need to actually intervene in this little war. What's going on here? I have plenty of troops I can throw at them. If I do that, yeah, let's do it. I don't trust these guys. I would rather deal with my Muslim brothers. So we lost this jihad. We are doing horrible. I don't even know what to say. We're really no good at battling these Christians. We're gonna defeat these Leonians here. I'm just doing this to prevent this. I'm noticing that we keep losing war score in this war, and I am definitely the most powerful of the vassals under this guy. I think I could actually successfully rebel at this moment, and that would mean that, you know, I could actually take over some place like Seville or something like that. But I'm not going to do that. He's going to Diabla. Because I actually do have several very interesting opportunities to expand right now. You know, I have two main ones. I have these territories here and Malaga. So if I could actually take Malaga, then I'd actually have Seville basically surrounded, and I could really do some damage. I could even try to seize it. So we're going to disband this unit. I defeated those roving Leonians here. Didn't like them running around my territory much. So I can raise 0 soldiers from myself. All the rest are because of... The only reason I'm able to raise any at all is because of my vassals. I don't really understand. I still don't understand this. Why is it the wrong holding type? Okay, so now Leon is really coming in hard, marching thousands of troops in. We can't beat that guy. And now he's moving into my territory. Kareem's heart is filled with envy. Let's do this again. Good. I think he already was kind, but now he's kinder. This Pope is serious business. We actually, didn't you just do this? Okay, now we're jihading. Okay, we are now fighting to get back Jerusalem. I actually think that this would be something that would be worth doing. But I'm not going to do it. The only reason is just because right now we're in deep trouble with all these guys. We really can't afford it. Like, what is he doing? Yeah. This is a situation where probably the best possible idea would really be to just hire mercenaries. I think that... Oh man. Declaring independence might even be a good idea. Just because I don't want to get totally rocked because of this idiot. Yeah, this guy has no chance. Huh. This guy would be a much better ruler than the current foolish kid. This jihad thing is pretty good. Pope Paul II, huh? He's a Crusader. This guy is a descendant of Muhammad. Oh, I see. No wonder he's Caliph. And his decadence is quite low. So he is of the Abbasids, which historically were the major caliphdom at this time. The main two powers in Islam in the current period were the Abbasids and the Seljuks. Now the Seljuks have got it back together, it looks like, which is very good. I'm very glad to see that. I'm hoping that we can actually take this from them. They can't really raise any troops there, so yeah, so I'll get into stewardship if I can successfully do that. Oh my goodness, look at this dude. That is a lot of dudes. We need help. Perfect. We got lucky. White peace. Oof. Terrific. This is the Porton army. Boy, that is pretty sad, really. Now he's fighting. Oh my God. We're just constantly fighting these Christians just all the time. Let's getting Malaga would probably be more beneficial. Okay, we don't want any of this stuff. Actually, Abu Bakr gaining content would be pretty good. Assuming Kareem doesn't die, which it looks like he's not going to. Let's do that. Did he gain it? No, he got Craven. Sucks. It's terrible. He's definitely a lesser heir than Kareem. Wow, his diplomacy is 10. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's look what's going on over here. The Almoravids have gained back a lot of their power. They lost it to the Marrakesh. Castile is at war with everybody. Wow, they're French. They're at war with the French and the Holy War for Toledo. Really not a smart move. Okay. Well, that's good, except for that means that this is actually going to be more of a challenging fight. I was hoping that I could get it before they did, before they converted. Let's look around a little. Nadia is pregnant again. So I actually could get Toledo. I have a weak claim from my wife. That would mean going to war with Castile, though. And see, that's not a good idea. It's just not doing it. Perfect. We're now wealthy. Now we can choose another ambition. I think this might be worth trying again. Yeah. Because this time I've got actual, like, people who know that. So this is actually the guy I'm wanting to defeat. I'm wanting to get his territory, but he's gonna back me in this plot because he realizes, hey, so here we go. I've got enough troops. I got enough guys. Let's do it. So your shameful attempts at blackmail has not succeeded. No matter how many corrupted souls you have enticed to help carry out your plan. I will not give in without a fight. I'd rather die defending what is rightfully mine. So here is the dilemma. Should I go to war with him? He's much depleted, and I could actually probably win this war. Or should I lose 100 prestige, have the Sheik's opinion changed, and I lose the ambition to acquire the Sheikdom of Algeciras? We're going to war.